안녕하세요. Insomnia입니다. What's up, Insomnia? What's up, YouTube? What's up, my Insomniamoos? What's up, my Moo Insomnias? As you're watching this, most likely I will either just be landing in Oakland or I will be walking around Oakland getting ready for Mama Moo's concert. And I'm really excited. But in the time being, we've got Dreamcatcher full album Friday. And today we are starting into the Dystopia era. And we have Dystopia first album Tree of Language. I'm going to be breaking this up into two parts because there are, aside from the instrumentals, there's like 12 or 13 actual songs. So I'll be breaking it in half. We'll be going through until Sahara. And then next week for Full Album Friday, we will wrap it up with the second half. So this is my favorite era, even though I actually started with their debut. This is where sonically they start to change, and the content surrounding the dystopia era really appeals to me in my humanistic empathic nature. I like what it stands for, and especially with what they were calling out netizens, hate speech, bullying online, which at the time had caused some idols to take it really hard and took extreme measures because they just could not handle what was happening. And my thoughts and condolences to the families and friends and group members that were involved with the tragedies that occurred. I can't imagine. I've had my fair share of loss in life, so that I can empathize with, but somebody that is like a sister or brother, and losing them over something as horrible as falling victim to self-esteem due to someone else's actions, I can't imagine. So the fact that Dreamcatcher made an entire series to call out the actions that were happening, I applaud. And it was an unfortunate necessity that they had to do this and felt they had to do this. So I'm going to get the headphones on. We're going to switch into dual mode. This is going to be another long video, but we will get this album review started. So catch you on the flip side. All right, headphones on, full screen up. We have Dreamcatcher's first full album, The Tree of Language. It, like I've said in my other full album reactions, it is really tough figuring out between the three albums in the Dystopia era, whether it's Tree of Language, Lose Myself, or Road to Utopia, that they're like all three at the same level. So I think I'm going to cheat and throw them all together for my number 3 spot. And like I said, this is my favorite era. All right, and 3, 2, 1, drop thunder. Just combination of the eeriness that comes in, that riser creating tension, that underlying bass, and the synths. Then it breaks into this piano, that sense of hope. These risers, the whispers. A really, really good intro. Again, they do really well with their intros, setting up what to expect sonically throughout the album. And this album has a lot of great B-sides, and the title track Scream is really good. I think Scream, from most of the reactions that I saw after first getting into them and diving deeper, Scream was a lot of people's intro into Dreamcatcher. It really brought them in and started getting them more into, from me finding them and seeing everybody reacting to their first time reacting, it was to Scream. So speaking of, we are going to jump into, oh, it did it again. We're going to get into the title track MV. I'm going to put the closed captions on. So 3, 2, 1, drop the beat as I actually read. One day, suddenly the light did not come. People forgot how to say good things. Again, calling out the netizens and the trolls. Right away. That bass and the guitar. Xi'an's quality, their vocal quality in this is amazing. The dancer in the mask is a placeholder for Handong because she was in China. Oh, the choreo in this. Back. I don't remember if it was these or Lander. But they were the ad-libs in that. You can hear their passion while they are singing this. They wholeheartedly believe in this cause. Being drawn in to be part of that negativity. It lures us. We want to get involved.
I just wanna make you scream.
I just want to make you scream.
Won't let it go scream. I just wanna make you scream.
So good. The fits, the visuals, this music video, so good between the practical and the CGI. The tree of language, and kind of when you see the doorway in kind of representing the roots, remind me of the online web, how it just spreads everywhere, and kind of what you put in goes and spreads throughout to get where it needs to be, whether that's positivity or negativity. And because it went from light, bright, happy, until one day people forgot how to say nice things or good things. The corruption there from the bullying, hiding behind the mask, being able to sit back in anonymity and spout your rhetoric. Okay, not your. Back that up. Those that were hiding behind the mask and the anonymity, spouting their rhetoric, especially to idols that had trained so hard, sacrificed so much of their life to pursuing their dream of becoming a performer and idol, only to face online hate, being scrutinized for the dumbest things in the world because their idols, their groups were better than the others. I get very touchy when it comes to these things, especially knowing how hard these idols have worked to get where they have gotten. Where the netizens who most likely haven't done anything with their lives because they're spending it behind a computer screen. And again, I am 100% behind, 1,000% behind, 1,000,000%, infinity% behind Dreamcatcher calling this out and bringing it to light in Dreamcatcher fashion with a story showing how all of this is taking place, but not being too brash about it, but highlighting it and bringing it up and into the limelight to be seen. Vocally, Dami really shines, and they all do. Like I said, they sing with conviction, they rap with conviction, they 100% are behind this message that they are coming up with. I know that Liz Nolander and Yunbo Kim have the lyrical. I think Dami might even have credit in this one if I remember correctly. The passion that's there, and I'm sure they all sat in a boardroom or practice room or someplace and really went over this. I can't picture Lisa Lander not including them in these lyrical sessions, talking with them and getting their input, and then the final product being written by Elise Nolander and I think Dami. Or no, UNPLUGGED. I don't know if I don't think Dami is in this one. It's one of the upcoming that she is given lyrical credits. They're actually, I think, all but Handong, because Handong's not here, and Guyon, and possibly Sua. I know Xian, Jiu, Yuhyun, and Dami all have lyrical credits in this album. But yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing song. They get harder into the EDM in this, and the getting a little bit more into the metal side. And I think that's because, again, coming through what they went after Deja Vu into the Japanese releases coming into, they evolved and started changing their sound, and it 100% worked. Like it's a really good sound. Adding in more synth, more EDM into their title tracks, not just their B-sides. So yeah, just an amazing, amazing song and video. For the next one, we have Tension. And for this one, I actually got the live from their Halloween Midnight Circus from 2021, the online concert. So in 3, 2, 1, drop thunder. No closed captions. I want the light one. Sua, her acting, her playfulness. And Handong wasn't a part of this because she was back in 2021. Suadong. By the looks of it, I think this was an encore performance because they're all in their promotional t-shirts and hoodies and stuff. Such a fun song. Definitely a good B-side. A lot of fun. I'm trying to think. I know I have it on. It's kind of in my 2/3 on my ranking list for my Dreamcatcher playlist. A lot of fun. I like seeing them goofing off, playing around. Again, I'm pretty sure that was an encore performance at the end of the show, and it looked like 21, if I remember correctly, that seemed like the summer holiday logo. So, all right. Next. Red Sun, one of my favorite tracks off of this album. Really good. This gives the witchy vibes, Sua choreography, just a lot of fun, dark vibes. Red Sun. The choreo in this, again, you can tell it's a Sua because you're going to see the touchy-feely. That's the best way to tell a Sua choreography from a non-Sua choreography. All right. 3, 2, 1, drop the beat. Oh, now it's snap. Yuhyun is possessed. I love that choreo.
바뀌는 mirror 차가운 안개가 널 감싸면 기억하지 못할 거야 눈 감아냈어 반복되는 triple night 하루 review 다시 또 네 춤을 만들어 Don't know why 네 앞을 막은 wall 벗어날 수 없어
I love the gothic outfit. It's kind of Victorian goth.
꺼내든 칼날에 넌 위험에 빠질 거야 석양이 지고 어둠이 오면 너도 알게 될 거야 이곳의 rule 시작점에 널 내려다줄게
Oh, that line work. Dynamics, slow work, half them down, other half up. Back into the vertical line work. Their travels? I love Dion's. Yeah. How quickly she gets to that. And the hand movements, drawing the picture of a red sun. Well, sun, but then all the red. The complexity of this choreo. Back into that Coven-esque feel. really, oh, I forgot. Yuhyun's laugh. Clumsy Yuhyun. Clumsy Jiu. Dummy. Dami's professionalism to get back into it, but Jiu just couldn't help. She had to keep smiling and laughing. Such a good song. I really, really enjoyed Red Sun. Again, the choreography, Sua's choreography, the complexity of that choreography, so many moving parts, so many travels, the dynamics of fast, slow coming in when they change out for the member spotlight. It doesn't stay static. Everyone is constantly moving. And to do this for 6, most likely she probably still drew it up for 7, even though they weren't sure Handong what Handong was going to do, whether she was going to be back or not. I guarantee you, Sua still drew up for 7 members and how to fit her back into the choreo when she came back. Line wise, I know that it was split between Ju and Sua, I believe. But that choreo, just the dynamics, the floor, the change for dynamics in groundwork and standing, the level changes to keep it fluid and in motion constantly. So well done. She is a master dancer, 100%. Sonically, they all had really good parts. Oh, and I know that Sua left during member spotlight for Dami. Dami came up with her own choreo for that. But lyrically, vocally, Ju, light and airy as always. Xian and Sua really kind of stood out in the power vocals in this one. Yuhyun a little bit. Yuhyun was a little bit lighter in this one, kind of playing with her falsetto ranges a little bit more and not as belty in this one. That was left to Xian and Sua. Just so good. All right, moving on to what was my number 5 in my top 5 and kind of got knocked down to, I don't even know where it's at now. I've been listening to it. I kind of want to keep changing because this is a really good song. No. It does that every once in a while. If I went and checked another thing and then came back after I got all this set up. Anyway, my TMI for the day. This is Black and White, Black or White, and I am doing the Dingo music. I'm hoping this doesn't get blocked. We'll see what happens. Some reactions, it was blocked, others it wasn't. If you see a opaque box in front of it, you'll know that it got blocked. I'll try to keep it as covered, but being able to see it as much as possible if that happens. Like Sleepwalking, this is more blatant, more obvious. That's a better word. Of the Michael Jackson influence for this song. I mean, not only, it doesn't matter if you're black or white, you hear Michael Jackson riffs, you see Michael Jackson dance moves. This is definitely a tribute to Michael Jackson, in my opinion. 3, 2, 1, drop thunder. Starts right off with the riff. Eat it, if you're wondering what, or beat it, sorry. I said eat it, that's the parody. Her falsetto in this is so good. The video in this, the concept for this is really amazing. And the fact they play it in the choreo, the switching. Dami swag. I'm pretty sure she did her own choreo for her member spotlight there too. The dynamics. That stagger step. MJ moves. Her falsetto. Oh, but Shion then comes in. MJ moves, moonwalk. This whole routine, right, is definitely a tribute to Michael Jackson. That was so fun. Oh, yes, for a while that was in my top 5. It's still, I still love it a lot. It is so good, so well done. The video for this on Dingo Music with the transitions from black to white and then going into black or white, black and white for the camera, the film. Well, all right, makes it look like black and white film. Slow down and speak. Hey, how are we doing today? All right. All the dance moves are classic 80s, 90s, even earlier, possibly late 70s, because when did Michael do the moonwalk? I want to say that was late 70s, 78, 79, right in there. Because MTV started in either 1980 or 1981. pardon me. But Billie Jean was it Billie Jean? I want to say Billie Jean was the first time Michael showed to the world his dance moves, separate, breakout solo artist, and his performance. He busted out into just this dance number, unlike anything that had been seen since Sammy Davis Jr. And it caught the world by storm. Like, it is what set him on the road to becoming the king of pop. I would say a good 60 to 70% of the choreo that was used was inspired by MJ. And then the normal kind of Dreamcatcher choreo to go along with it, to add in it to give it their flair. The guitar, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, not exact. I don't think it's the exact chord or riff, but it is enough that when you hear it, you know that it is Beat It. I said Eat It, which is the Weird Al Yankovic parody. And my MJ loved all of Weird Al's parodies. I want to say that Weird Al parodied MJ, I think, the most, next to Madonna, as terms of artists and songs that he would do parodies to. But yeah, a definite tribute and a well done tribute. Their choreo was spot on. Their timing, their travels, again, their angles, their line work, the creativity. Again, just like with Red Sun, when they were drawing the sun, the black or white, doing the, whether it was this way or even, I don't remember the actual positioning, but they did it in a horizontal as well, which was really cool. But their footwork was really, really good. The stutter step or half step, depending upon how you learn the naming of it. I've heard both stutter step and half step. In sync, like, these women are amazing, amazing dancers. All around, great video. Probably, because In the Frozen is good too. In my top 3 songs in this album. Or no, probably top 4. I don't know. There I go ranking again. They're all so good. All right. Moving on to getting into kind of another where they experiment. And this is the one that I think Yoo Hyun, Dami, Ju, and Xian all have writing credit in the lyrics in this one, which is Jazz Bar. And again, I'm doing the, okay, they're calling this an unplugged acoustic version. I'm going to say that it's kind of more of a remix. It's the Utopia Crossroad concert, because it's not unplugged. I get what they were going for, but it's definitely not an unplugged. That would be if they were just using piano and acoustic guitars and lighter drums. But that is definitely not what gets done here. So it's more of a remix. In 3, 2, 1, drop thunder. Or am I wrong? No, they got the synths. so close to a scat, not quite.
내려오는 붉은빛 사이로 느껴지는 그대 눈빛 내 얼굴임에 한없이 빠져서 보내오는 달콤한 눈빛 열린 문 틈으로 살며시 들어와 안고서 그렇게 매일 바라만 보나요 두 눈을 마주치면 부르던
And yes, there is an acoustic car being played.
속삭이고 싶어져 I feel I love you Oh I love you Oh I like you Do I know you Oh I think I love you
I'm just trying to tell if that's an acoustic bass being played or if that's
like you Maybe you feel
an electric bass.
아주 작은 움직임조차 반응하게 돼버렸어 난 Baby you know it Baby you know it 어쩜 우린 비슷할지 모르죠 같은 생각을
That's an electric bass.
바라고 있는 것만 같아 열린 문 틈으로 살며시 들어와
That's definitely an electric bass.
그렇게 매일 바라만 보나요
Fat electric bass too.
지치면 부르던 노래를 멈추고 다가가서 속삭이고 싶어져 Oh I feel I love you Oh I love you
I do like this rendition.
Oh I like you Do I know you Oh I think I love you Oh I love you Oh I like you Maybe you feel it 혹시 지금 그대 나에게 다가올 거라면 망설이지
Dami's singing voice.
말고 봐줘 어색한 인사는 우리 하지 않기로 해요 오래된 연인처럼 I feel I love you Oh I love you Oh I like you Do I know you Oh I think I love you Oh I love you Oh I like you Maybe you feel it too 사라라뚜 수두두두두 나라라따 사라다라라라
Her ad-libs, both their ad-libs. Wow. So good. I like that rendition a lot. Definitely a remix. Not quite acoustic, even though acoustic guitar was played. But I get what they were going for in there. Yes, that the title really does say it all. I would love to go sit in a jazz bar, a dive bar, have them up on stage with a live band just like that. Put a rum in my hands, sit back, and just listen to them play and sing would be an amazing experience. Vocally, they're all on point, very light, not a lot of over the top belting needed, but a lot of runs, a lot of playfulness. Xian, Yuhyun, Sua, Ju, like they all had some really cool, playful runs and ad libs throughout this whole thing that made it lively. Playing with their falsettos. Dami getting another singing lines in this as well. I love her singing voice just as much as her rap. Just a really, really good song. This is in my chill playlist, and I listen to it quite often when I need to kind of unwind. I will put it on repeat actually, and just kind of sit back. I have rum here, and I put it in Coke, and I have a rum and Coke, and I just chillax. I usually do that after a long night of reacting and work to kind of help me try to fall asleep. So, and I listen to this. Moving on to the last one of the night, we're getting into the self-made Sahara. Stop. And this is my second. Poison Love is my first of the self-made music videos that I love. This is definitely my second favorite of their self-mates, and that is Sahara. This I do believe has closed captions. All right. 3, 2, 1, drop thunder. I love how they don't take themselves serious in any of these. And I love how they play to the lyrics.
그런 첨부를 담은 현실 찾을 수 없어 oasis 한 줄기 oasis 아무도 정해진 길은 없어 내 앞을 막아서도 understand 진리를 붙잡고 맞서 싸워 앞으로 나가야 해 쌀이 와 달이 차올라
I love that hair on Yu Hyun. There's the stairs. Sorry to pause. This is the first time I've actually paused on the whole thing. I'm trying to remember what other group I was reacting to in one of their behind the scenes when this staircase came up, and that this is what I was referring to. If you've seen it, you get it. If not, was it it was either Purple Kiss, Mamamoo. It was one of those two that this staircase was seen, because this is, I believe, one of the studios where they do this, one of their shows, because all of this was recorded in between waiting to perform for Purple Hair for Scream. So yeah, to kill time, they just recorded segments of this while waiting to perform on one of the stages, whether it's Mnet or SBS or any number, Inkigayo, any of the number of shows that they perform on. But that staircase right there is the staircase that gets shown a lot of walking up and down around through there, and they recorded in it as well. I love the play with autotune. Her mouth control and whip control is amazing. You're just going all out. So was you, John. Oh no, that was Sua.
거친 바람이 날 핥혀도 확신할 수 있는 힘이 있다면 I can get through everything. Sahara.
Again, that silver hair with the black roots. I love it.
요동치는 ambition.
Fail, fail, fail.
파이팅! 할 수 있다. 네가 원하는 그냥 찍는 거야. 너무 섹시하다. 이거 완전 어필이야.
Diane looks like she's gonna die, like on her spine.
찾을 수 없어 oasis 한줄기 oasis 아무게 정해진 길은 없어
너무 좋은데? 내가 라이브도 하는 거야.
진리를 붙잡고 맞서서 앞으로 나가야 해
You tell that's Sua picking on her. The fact that the entire staff got involved is amazing. You. Oh, the brown. Oh, it could have been Sua too. When they were in the line doing the hair flips, I saw one person really, because it's been a while since I watched this, and I couldn't remember who it was in the far back. It was either Sua or it was Dami that was really getting into flipping her hair because they both have the similar brown color. Such a fun. I love their self. I wish they would do more of that again. I know they did more of kind of like in the vein of Fairy Tale and then Reason, where they kind of clipped together all of the concerts on their world tour, mixed in with the cartoon animation, which is really cool. I dig it, and we'll get to that. I'm gonna probably get to in between Dystopia and Apocalypse era. I'm gonna do the 3 dedicated band songs: Full Moon, Over the Sky, and Reason, for one of the in-betweens, and maybe throw in another special clip of something else, possibly NDA on that one. So that's an idea. But yeah, I'm gonna get the headphones off, flip it back into full me, and give my final thoughts. So catch you on the flip side. All right, so this has been part 1 of full album Friday for Dystopia Tree of Language, their first full album. Great album, lots of good songs. There are B-sides in this one. There are so many good ones. Of the ones we watched so far, it's really like they're all so good. They all have such variety. And that is what I love about Dreamcatcher, is their ability. They can sing any type of song and make it sound really good, and it feels like it's a Dreamcatcher song. Black or White, Red Sun, but then Sahara, and like after coming back and listening to them, because when I do listen to my Dreamcatcher playlist on my way to work, I get through maybe the first 12 to 13 songs, which are my top fives for the title tracks and then B-sides. And then I get the special clips and into Fairy Tale. And then I'm at work. So then I try to switch it up, pause it, save it, and then the next day continue on from there. But sometimes it resets itself. And lately, getting myself prepped for the concert that I'm going to will be at when you're watching today. I've been listening to Mamamoo just to get ready to get into that headspace. So I try to now go back and forth between those, and then throwing in some of the other groups to kind of mix it up a little bit. But so I don't get to all that tangent just to say that I don't get very far into that playlist as much as I used to. So getting back and getting to listen to these again, they kind of hit a little bit differently, and I'm like, oh, maybe that should be up a little bit higher in the playlist because I kind of miss the song, that whole thing. And then, or when I do, like sometimes I'll skip and go right to the middle. Like for next week, we're gonna see In the Frozen, and then Diamond, and There Was No One Left, and there's one from Lose Myself that Can't Get You Out of My Mind. I remembered it this time, which is funny because it was out of my mind and I couldn't get it back into my mind. I struggled there. But yeah, and that's why like it's so hard with this era. There are so many good songs in this era. So yeah, that's why it's my favorite era. Deja Vu, still my alt. Piety is the song that I think was the first step into the sound that they had in the Dystopia era for their title tracks, adding in more of that EDM and dance element than previous. So that's why Piri is still number 2. And then Boca. Like, yeah, we'll get into that one in a couple of weeks. But so like there's just so many good songs. And then but we still have another half of an album which we are going to get to next week. So yeah, just a great album. I sound like a broken record because I've been up all day trying to get as much recording time in as possible before I leave for Oakland. So I am going to call it there for today. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. Kamsahamnida. Thank you very much for all your support, tuning in, all your comments, likes, shares. I was on my analytics and saw that like my videos are being shared to other people. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that a lot. So until the next video, annyeong, peace.